Today I want to dive in a little bit deeper to the hero's journey, how it can be used as a self-discovery tool, and how when you're watching movies, that you're just like the heroes you see up on the screen. And I want you to never watch a movie the same way again after we talk about the hero's journey today. All right. So I came across the hero's journey when I was really struggling to figure out why I hadn't been more successful in my life and why I was stuck, why I was stressed, unhappy with my life. And I ran across this guy, Joseph Campbell. And he was an American mythologist in the 40s through about the 80s. And he studied all the myths, all the stories throughout the world, and all movies. And he realized that there's one main story theme that moves through all stories. And that these are about a hero that we follow through the story and through their journey of life. So let me share my screen here. Hold on. Let me put this up and then over here and share my screen. I think this will work. All right. So this is the map of the hero's journey. And this is basically what Joseph Campbell figured out. And he put this into a story format. Now, other people have taken his concepts, and especially Hollywood really got a hold of this because they realized that all great stories follow this structure and this theme. And that if you put your movie or create your book or your movie based on this theme, people love it because we're wired to hear stories and we're all on the same journey. And I think that's what's so fascinating about this. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. Ordinary world. Okay, so this is where the hero is living their ordinary life. They don't know they're a hero yet, right? They're just living their life. They're doing their thing, whatever's going on. They're not a hero yet. And something's going to happen. So that's call to adventure. So they're called to this adventure. Now this can come in a knowing, a feeling, a thought. My favorite scene there is in the first episode of Star Wars. You see Luke Skywalker on the dusty planet of Tatooine, and he's a moisture farmer working for his uncle, right? And there's that scene where he looks out over the twin suns, and you hear this big music raise up, and this is Luke knowing that there's more for him in life, and he's having this calling to become a Jedi Knight and a hero of the Resistance, right? So, but then, and so what also can happen is something catastrophic can push you in there, and that's the call to adventure. So either a death in the family, a loss of a job, a foreclosure, something dramatic happens in your life that changes everything from that day forward. And now you're pushed into a new world, to a new adventure, right? But we're afraid, so we refuse the call. And the universe is going to remind us, if it's calling us and we don't respond, it's going to continue. But we refuse the call. I refused the call for many, many years before I realized I needed to take my journey and step out into the unknown world. Along the way, we're going to meet some mentors. These are the people in our lives that give us the courage, the knowledge to then finally accept the call and step out into the unknown world. And so this first phase, these first 4 stages, if you will, are the preparation phase. And I'm not going to go into this today, but this model lines up with Carl Jung's development model of the ego, the soul, and the self. But anyways, the thing to know is that this first phase is the preparation phase. It's preparing us to take our journey. So then in stage 5, we cross the threshold, and now we're in what's called the special or unknown world. So we started in the ordinary world right here, and we progressed through this first part of preparation now into the special or unknown world. So I'm going to kind of stop there from this, but eventually we go through our journey in this section, and then we're on our return in this section. We return back to our ordinary world, and we've figured out the hero has found the treasure, he's fought the bad guys, he's gone through the journey, and now he has that education, that knowledge, and now he's going to share it with people, become a mentor himself. Okay, so what does this mean? All right, and how can we use it? as a metaphor in our lives to help us do a self-discovery and figure out who we are. So one of the things Joseph Campbell talked about was that in the journey that the hero follows in these stories, they're going to find their purpose. And typically the hero is finding the purpose through fighting the bad guys, and now they're Superman, or they're Luke Skywalker, they're a Jedi. So they found their purpose. But before they do that, and specifically for us, if we're looking at these stories as a metaphor for our own lives, we follow what Joseph Campbell called our bliss. And the bliss is that thing that we love to do. It's the thing that we get lost in. Time just flies by when we're doing it. It's this calling that we love doing this. And this can be your profession or not, but it's that one thing. If we follow that, and we're looking to find our purpose in life, and we follow that bliss, we'll find our purpose. So the main gist of the hero's journey is to follow our bliss and to find our life's purpose. And when we do that, we become the heroes of our own life.